Welcome to you today on Bonus Church. Here we are a Sunday morning again, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes before you go to church and give you just a little bit of an exhortation of encouragement. Today, I want to talk to you about let's settle an issue. Well, we're going to do that in about 5 minutes, so stay with me. In the Bible, the woman with the issue of blood settled her issue when she touched the hem of the garment of Jesus. Then she was made whole. Let's go to another situation in the Bible where Jesus was baptized by John in the river of Jordan, and the voice of God came from heaven and said, "This is my beloved Son in whom I'm well pleased." So that was an affirmation of God. After that, the Bible tells us Jesus is led of the Spirit into the wilderness. And notice also, this wilderness experience was not a punishment for Jesus, but it was ultimately a preparation for his ministry. It was a part of the preparation for his ministry. The enemy challenged Jesus while he was in the wilderness. He challenged Jesus with the word of God spoken over him. He challenged him with the written word of God. He came at him with the lust of the flesh. He came at him with the lust of the eye. He came at him with the pride of life. All of that. It's found in Matthew chapter 4, verse 3 through 11. I won't take the time to read it all this morning, but the first issue that the enemy came to Jesus with was, "Command these stones to be made bread." And Jesus answered, "It is written." He did that every time. "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God." That was the appeal to the lust of the flesh, satisfy bodily hunger. Jesus had been there 40 days. He was hungry. He fasted for that time. The next temptation, the devil took him up into the holy city, set him on a pinnacle of the temple, said, "If you're the Son of God, throw yourself down." Even the devil quoted, "For it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands shall he bear thee up, lest at any time you dash your foot against a stone." Jesus responded again here with the lust of the eye. "Do a miracle so I can see," was what the devil was after here. But Jesus said, "It is written, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God." And finally, the devil took him to an exceeding high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. And the devil said, "All this stuff I'm going to give you if you'll fall down and worship me." Then Jesus said, and this was to the pride of life side of the temptation, Jesus said to him, "Get thee hence, Satan," and listen to this, "for it is written," said that every time, "it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve." That was the pride of life. Own everything you see, but it wasn't the devil's to give anyway. But Jesus answered and said, "It's written, you worship the Lord your God. That's it. That's it. Him only shall you serve. That's it." Verse 11 gives me an interesting insight. It says, "Then the devil leaveth him." Didn't say any of that, didn't say that before. But at that temptation, the next verse says, "Then at that time, at that moment, the devil left him, and behold, angels came and ministered to him." What was it about that time that caused the enemy to say, "Oops, I'm done, I'm out, it's over"? The enemy left Jesus in temptation when the issue of worship was settled. And that's how you settle an issue today. I know I went around my elbow to get to my thumb, but again, that's what we do. We settle the issue of worship, and other issues seem to dissipate. Options will always be available, but they should never be our choice. You say quitting is not an option. Of course it is. It's always an option, but it should never be a choice. We choose to worship him. And when we settle that issue, then everything else just dissipates and goes away. So my encouragement to you today on your way to church is go there with a heart filled with worship. Any issues you have, yeah, take them there, but take them there wrapped in worship. Wrap them in worship and watch the enemy just up, can't deal with this. If that's their decision, they're going to worship God, then that's how it's going to be, and it's not going to be any different. God bless you. Glad you joined me today for a little bonus church. Hope this one was a blessing to you as well, and I hope you get some encouragement from it. Whatever your issue, financial, relationship-wise, marriage, family, job, career, all of the above, issues are settled when the issue of worship is settled. Who are you going to worship? That'd be the question. Well, it's not a matter of just making the choice. It's also a matter of living the choice. God bless you. We will talk again soon. And oh, by the way, have a great Lord's Day.